What's up, you beautiful parents? Ryan here, Stronger Tomorrow Fitness, with another raw, unedited, uncut video just for you. Help you keep on track in your health and fitness journey. And again, if you're not a parent, keep on going. This one is just for the parents, as always, because no one, if you don't got kids, you just don't know. So we're going to get into this. This video right here is all about staying on track when you're feeling overwhelmed, when life gets busy, you get distracted, and you just don't seem to have the time or the focus or the, what's that word? The motivation to exercise, make healthy meals, make the healthy choice. I get it. Listen, as I film this video right now, school started like a week or two ago. We're getting, things are moving right now. Kids' sports have started back up. We have homework coming in. I have things going on in my life. My wife's got things going on in the evenings as well. And, work is picking up. As the summer is over, work seems to get busier. And that's cool, but it also means that there's less time to make for, the exercise, the nutrition, like the meal prep, all that kind of stuff. So how do we stay focused? And now listen, it's not even the mechanical side of this, like whether it's prepping food or doing workouts. That is like literally this much. We're going to get into the mindset side, staying focused. This is this much. Like the old iceberg that sunk the Titanic. This is the iceberg that's going to friggin' pull you up out of the water and keep you going. So the first thing, and I'm making this video literally because this is where I'm at right now in my own life. As things have been busy, I can feel myself after having a beautiful summer of huge momentum and nailing some awesome goals. Where am I at now? Again, like I said, sports are going on, extracurriculars, homework, work, everything is just pulling me away, and not even pulling me away, taking my focus, taking my eye off the prize. At the end of the day, that's what this is all about. And that's why point number one here is about reflecting or journaling on that dream outcome, on that goal. And I don't just mean like telling yourself what the goal is. Like, sure, you want to lose 25 pounds, this year or whatever it's going to be. Like, start really focusing on how that feels. Like, if you're going to journal, I know some guys aren't into journaling. Maybe moms, you don't feel like journaling either. Maybe that's not your deal. I highly recommend it. It's a great way to get brain to paper and process what you're thinking. But even then, if you don't, it's okay. Take a few minutes to just think, like reflect on it, man. Like on your drive to work, turn off the radio, turn off the podcast, turn off whatever, and like start reflecting on that stuff. All right. If you're at home, you have a few minutes quiet, and the morning poop, sit there, just reflect. Where is it you want to go? How is that going to make you feel? How are you going to feel when you're there? If for any of you out there that's ever been on a vacation that you really look forward to, you get dreaming, or something you've been excited for. You dream. I don't know, but this is how I roll anyways. Like, my brain goes to there. Like, I am there in my head. I'm trying to think, I don't go on vacations. Well, we went to Cuba. Me and my wife went to Cuba years and years ago. And you're thinking in your head, oh, it's going to be like this. Oh, it's going to feel like this. Oh, the sand's going to be like so cool. It's going to look like this. It's going to feel like this on my feet. I can hear the sounds of the ocean. And you really take yourself to that place. Do that. If you can do that with your goal, and it might be really, really hard for you, because if you've never experienced where you're going, then it might be really hard. But like, dare to dream. That is the exercise that I give to my clients when they start with me on a couple of my other programs. But dare to dream, like legit, get creative, but try to take yourself to that place. Telling you right now, this is probably one of the most powerful tools you can do. There's legit science behind it. Not going to get into it, but as a parent, like, find a few free, quiet minutes if you can. I know it's hard when you have kids, but again, whether you're pooping in the morning, driving to work, doing whatever. Yeah, I said poop, man. That's how it goes. We come from a pooping family. So reflect on that stuff, journal it, and do that every single day. It's about telling yourself this whole new story that your brain is going to start like taking you there, but also because we're distracted constantly now, it keeps that at the front of your mind, right? So, number two, think about how does this affect your kids. So this is something I This is what I ask myself. I'm not telling you have to do this. This is what I do for myself. All right. And like it's a ripple effect, right? And the things we do affect the people around us. For me, my kids are one of my big motivators to live a healthier, longer, more like fit life. Not because I do want them to live that life as well, but because man, hey, I had kids at an older age as far as like most people go. I think like 35 when I had my first kid, and I know I'm going to be an older grandpa, especially if my kids follow in my footsteps. Hopefully, you know what, they're going to choose the path they choose. Life is going to give me whatever it gives me. But I would love to still be active and hanging out with my kids as they get older. But also when they have kids, I also want to be there for them. But the ripple effect is, what do your kids see? That's what I ask myself. What are my kids going to see? Do they see me not even slacking? They don't know that I'm slacking, but they will see the choices I make. They will see whether or not I'm going for a walk or a run or a workout. They'll see that in their life. They'll pick that up for their own lives. They'll see the food choices I make. Am I constantly eating junk food? Am I leading a balanced life? Am I eating, more whole foods, less processed foods? That's the kind of stuff. So as I navigate, as I make these choices throughout the day, because we make so many choices, and a lot of them our kids see. And, as the saying goes, kids become what they caught, not what they're taught, right? So you can tell your kids every single day, get outside and play outside and move and be active and eat your vegetables. If they don't see you doing that, the chances of them doing what you're telling them are like this. All right. I think there was a stat years ago about like how more likely kids were to smoke if their parents smoked. And it's not because their parents were encouraging them to smoke. Most parents I knew that smoked told their kids, don't ever do this. Guess what? Kids are going to pick it up anyways because they just emulate us for whatever reason. And I know some of you out there like, I'm nothing like my parent. Guess what? Some of us we see things in our parents we don't like and we try to change it. But for the most part, whether you like it or not, most of us become, we become a lot more like our parents than we want to admit. And that's that. So think about the ripple effect as you go through your days, you make your choices, your kids are always watching. How is this going to affect them in their lives? And also, how is this going to affect you down the road? Okay. Now, there's going to be lots of days you don't feel like doing anything. Again, you're not motivated. I don't feel motivated a lot. This past week, legit, threw my back on the weekend, trying to take the canoe off my shoulders and then like put it on the ground and back tweaks. What do I do after that? Guess what? We sit in the car for another 2 hours, driving to where we're going. And then being an idiot, I thought, you know what? My back can't tell me what to do. Canoe on, out I go. So now I'm injured. And I've also got all this other stuff pulling me away. So I can either do nothing or I can do something. And I would highly, I don't know what I'm trying to say. If you're in that same situation, whether you're injured or not, but you just don't feel like doing the workout, don't feel like making the healthy choice, I would highly recommend doing something instead of nothing. Even if that means like walking to the corner and back, parking your car a little bit farther away from the door at Walmart and walking in. It's like small things. Did I hold this thing up yet? I don't know. Do something. If you can't be where you were at last week or a month ago, man, get that ball rolling, get the momentum. All right. It's all about counting, like stacking those wins, getting the small things going, because as you get going, I've done this with many clients, but you start realizing it gets easier and easier. How many times, like I've had many clients, I've done this in my own life, had clients that are like, man, I don't want to work out today. I'm like, listen, just give me one set. A set would be where just the workouts I run, 3 to 5 exercises. I'm like, just give me one set. If you feel like quitting after that, then quit. And guess what? They end up not quitting because really the hardest part of the whole thing is just getting started. So if you're just feeling down, distracted, and you don't want to do it, just do something. Take it from there. Chances are you're going to keep on going, but you might not. And that is okay. But at least you took that step. All right. And it's all about just getting past that little hurdle that's right here in your little brain, boop, past that, then you keep on going. And then you know what? Maybe that 50-yard walk, a 50-meter walk turns into 100 meters, a kilometer, or whatever. Maybe that little just going to the garage or your little basement to lift a few weights goes from a 5-minute thing to like, oh shoot, you're down there for 20 minutes. Awesome. Whatever. Just do something. It's better than nothing. All right. And those, to me, listen, those are the 3 things that I really try to implement in my own life. When I have clients struggling through the same thing, that's what I have them do. This, I have them follow this, except for I don't have them necessarily always do the ripple effect one. Although I think I might start having people do that, because to me, if your kids have anything to do with your why, or like your motivation to want to get healthier, stronger, lighter, then it's really good to think about that ripple effect, about how you're actually affecting those kids, because that is part of your why. It's part of the thing that's driving you forward. So that's all I got. I'll see you next week in the next video. More comment every day. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you don't like it or whatever, hit me up in the comments. Say something. Let me know. Tell me if you something you want to see, I'll do it. If you're saying, hey man, edit your videos, I will probably say, why don't you edit them for me? Because I don't have time. All right. That's all I got. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.